Okay, so this is our flip video for April 13th, and what we're going to be looking at today is patterns using two attributes. Okay, so as you can see, I have a series of patterns here. I have a couple circles, a couple squares, this rectangle here that looks kind of 3D, and I have this triangle here. Now, when we deal with the word attributes, okay, when we're talking about attributes, that's talking about these five things here, this criteria. So attributes can deal with size, they deal with the shape of it, they deal with the color, they deal with thickness, and they deal with position. Okay, so if you look here, let's just look at size. First off, I have a large circle, I have a small circle. So if I start, excuse me, if I grab one here, hopefully. If I start a pattern, I could do a pattern. Actually, let me get out. I know why. All right, here we go. So if I grab a circle and start a pattern, I can do large, large, move it over here, and then small, and then repeat the pattern, large, large, small. This would be my core. So this would be a core pattern here. Would be large, large, small, large, large, small. I'm just going to copy this one. I'm going to clone it actually. There you go. So my core pattern would be large, large, small, large, large, small. So that would be the attributes for my pattern. Next, we can look at shape. So shape, I could simply do square, triangle, triangle, square, triangle, triangle. So here, my core pattern would be square, triangle, triangle, square, triangle, triangle. Next, we can look at color. So I could go a red square, two red squares, followed by a yellow square. Two red squares, followed by a yellow square. So again, my core, so I'll spell core up here. Core is always something that repeats. It's a pattern that repeats over and over again. Okay, that's what a core is. Next, we can look at thickness. This is a little bit different, but thickness would deal with something that looks kind of three-dimensional. So I could use a shape like this and do a pattern like this. Okay, so here I have a thick rectangle followed by a yellow square and so on. And lastly, we have something called position. I'm just going to erase a little bit here. Position deals with, if I use the triangles here, I could go triangle pointing up, then I can go triangle pointing to the right. I can go triangle pointing up, triangle pointing to the right. So position is simply the same shape, however, it's just the direction of it or the position of it is differently. So review this video, refer to the size, again, different sizes, understanding what a core is, which is a repeating pattern. The shape, we have different shapes here, circle, square, rectangle, triangle. The color, obviously we could have red, yellow, green, and so on in our patterns. The thickness would be an example here, followed by the position would be how it's orientated. Okay, so basically our work tomorrow will be looking at some geometric shapes and how they are aligned in patterns and coming up with a core pattern rule with that. Okay, so take some time tonight, review it, and have a great night.